2024! Happy New Year!
That's not neutral. We are aging the podcast.
Human time!
Merry, happy, wonderful. Hello, no, I did the same thing. Hey, podcast kittens, it's Cathy Cat.
Coming at you with another... I don't have time to think of an adjective for this one.
Welch.
Coming at you with another adjective forgetting installment of
Cat with beard. Forgetting is good because there's going to be a lot of forgetting at the end of the year in Japan. Bonenkai. That's what the party season is. We're going to talk a little bit about another thing that I found always very curious. And if you know about that and you happen to be in Japan during the time of New Year, you will definitely impress your Japanese friends if you have a little bit of knowledge in this. We're going to go dive down deep into Japanese New Year's customs.
New Year in Japan. It's a time of rebirth.
It's very important.
A time of saying a goodbye to that which is behind us and greatly anticipating that which lies ahead.
And since there's dozens and dozens and dozens, probably hundreds of traditions around the New Year in Japan, it makes it Japan's most important holiday. Way more important than Christmas and all the other shenanigans. New Year's is when the whole family comes together, the year is over, and you start the new year fresh. So, during that time, there's a special food they eat, and more important than the Christmas chicken and the Christmas cakes. There's going to be a thing called osechi.
Osechi! Osechi!
So we don't mean the osechi person who's a flatterer.
No.
Osechi ryori is a type of New Year's only, dishes served, I guess.
Tell us about it, Cathy Cat.
So generally they come in boxes stacked on top of each other. Those
they do.
Square Japanese boxes. And they look really fancy. And we're going to explain a little thing. And we're also going to explain they all have a secret meaning. Each dish. And that's what I find so fascinating. Each dish in that box, it's not just like little pickles bits and here and there. Each has a meaning. So we're going to see how we're going to make our life so much better by eating that food. Start the new year with a bang.
Is that a bit of a large claim to make? How we're going to make our lives
We can totally not base this on science at all, but those are some of the ideas and superstitions
fair enough.
that are rolling around that food.
All right.
Osechi ryori you're generally not supposed to eat until New Year's Day. In the old days, people were preparing that for eons to then, once they hit New Year's, you eat it then. So there's other things you have like soba that you eat on the night into it and such, but osechi ryori you can look forward to. So
they've been banging on about the osechi since the Heian period, 794 AD to 1185 AD. And what happened was the imperial court used to hold a gosechi ceremonies, 5 seasonal festivals, and that included New Year's Day. It's like just special dishes because you give stand to those gods.
In Japan, there is a lot of traditions where food is offered to the gods.
Yeah,
especially in special seasons.
Yeah.
So I find it interesting that Japan has 5 seasons in that case. You have all the seasons plus New Year.
Good point. Oh, I see.
All the seasons plus New Year. Because New Year is such a big deal. It's almost a season.
New Year got a whole...
So the 5 festivals, like that tradition continued a little bit. So with Japanese, so for example, on March 3rd, there would be Gosechiku and such. And then Ido, which is around...
The period 1603 to 1867.
So he established them as official holidays, named the name of Seku. They became part of the daily life among the common people. So it's not just the court anymore. Common people are having that too.
Common folk.
So eventually the term osechi came to use to be referred to the most important New Year's dishes. Oseku.
Oseku.
And osechi dishes are served from the New Year until Matsunochi. So that's around like the 7th or the 15th. But generally, as from my experience, you eat the same thing during that period of time. So you have that box and you open it and it has all those wonderful things in there that have all great meanings. And you eat that generally for the first 3 to 5 days because there's another thing that you're not supposed to be cooking during that time. I'll explain that in a moment.
Oh, yeah.
But it makes, you don't want to eat it for 15 days, trust me. You don't want to eat the same thing for 15 days. I mean, some people, if you don't get bored, but there's at least a cut-off time, the same with the Christmas tree, that you should take it down on a certain day.
Fair enough, Cathy Cat. So, I shan't argue.
Traditional osechi So they're mainly dishes made from seasonal vegetables and tofu and konnyaku and kombu. So things that you could actually get that makes sense during those days. Some of them are reporting the harvest, expressing your gratitude to the gods they may be. So you store the food in boxes, and the layers are actually also supposed to bring your fortune in good layers. So you're layering your fortune.
Sneaky.
So they're generally brought in odd numbers. So good numbers so you can have 5 or 7 of those layers. And nowadays, people usually have it in tiers of 3. Oh. So that's like the base you get if you get one of those osechi things.
Not 4. That's a very unlucky number.
Yes. So there's also a tradition of not using knives. 3 days of the new year, which helps because there's no cutting or cooking during those days.
Yeah.
It means to cut off connections. Also, it's metal. It's like a very violent thing. So during that time, you actually just eat that osechi, and with it has been so heavily prepared that it's like very strong in flavor and it's preserved. So you don't need to do any fresh cooking. You're not supposed to take out your knives and do some extra cooking. I think it comes a little bit more down to you prepared this because there's so many dishes in those boxes. You prepared this you slaved in the kitchen for weeks and nights and days. And then the New Year's period can be celebrated by everyone and no one has to be in the kitchen.
You can chill.
The only thing you have to do is bring on some fresh rice. And then you have that thing already prepped and you don't need to worry about all of that.
Even the chef can take a break.
Exactly. So nowadays, modern days osechi ryori has changed a little bit.
No, well, so foreign influence.
Foreign influence. We have like sometimes Italian type osechi. I've seen a Detective Conan osechi, I think.
That's good fun.
Yeah, you have like all of that. So there's like sometimes like branded ones that you can get. And then also some traditional Japanese restaurants have some high class ones. And now we have like free fridges. So they can last a little bit longer in the fridge. And you can include some things that usually don't have to be as heavily spiced or pickled or something.
Egg?
Yeah, why not?
Hey, stick an egg in there.
So again, you can order them similar to the Christmas calendars. On one side, you can order the Christmas cakes, and on the other side, you can order the osechi. I've seen that a couple of times. So if you happen to be in Japan around winter and you pick up one of those Christmas things, flip it over and see if on the back of it there might be some osechi
Have a
dishes.
little look-see. See what you can find. See what you can finagle.
So imagine it, you open this square box, and there will be literally in every corner and every side lots and lots and lots and lots of tiny different dishes.
Hey, this is what we're talking about.
So they look like this.
Boxy boxes, little compartments, as you can see. All these little squares, little boxes, everything in its own little box.
Yeah, one box with lots of little squares and lots of little things in it.
That's the gimmick.
Recently, there's been like fine bacon or like ham or shenanigans in there.
All kinds of hoo-ha. This one, that one, the next one.
A lot of them are having meat in it now.
And they're stacked up, don't forget, in odd numbers.
Yes, you stack that and pull that out.
Stack it. This one's got a lobster in it, a crayfish.
My hint, by the way, is do order those in advance because I was in Kyoto, I spent a whole jolly time trying to find that for New Year's, and you can't really get it. You can't also barely order it in restaurants. Generally, that's again, you have to order that in advance and only for guests who actually stay the night, that kind of stuff. Wow. Osechi used to be such a traditional thing with the family, and everyone is ordering it in now because it doesn't take weeks and days to make it. That's still, because if it's something that has so many dishes, and it takes so long to make it, you don't want to have a surplus of it.
Well, fair enough.
So you need to actually be prepped to have that in time.
All right. So what are the main ingredients are going into our osechi then, Cathy Cat?
Every osechi is totally different.
Okay.
Everyone is completely different, but we're going to look at some of the lucky meanings that you might get. So
here we go. Number one.
How would you like to have a long life for both of your parents?
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Fantastic. You know what you need to eat in your osechi for that one?
Tell me what.
Herring roe, so kazunoko. It looks like yellow apple slices, but it's actually tiny, tiny, tiny fish all squeezed together.
Okay.
They usually come in a set of 2.
Okay.
And they're considered lucky fish.
Oh, that's nice.
So the idea of your 2 parents, having a long life for both of them. So you want to make sure you have that in your box.
All right, herring roe. Keep mum and dad safe for a long time. Very important, number one.
Next one. How would you like to work hard and live well and have a long life?
Sounds good. Do I need to keep working hard for the full extent of the long life? Because, retirement would be sweet at some point.
I don't know. You have to ask that to the red beans who are supposed to do that black soybeans. because the color black is said to repel evil.
Oh, well, that's helpful.
Yeah. So it also has the meaning of working hard and living well.
I approve of working hard.
And, to pray for diligence and good health.
I approve of hard work and diligence and good health. Good job, these black beans.
Next one. How would you like to have some protection against evil?
Oh, don't get me started on how much I yearn for protection against evil.
We need a lot of that, and also representing holiness and purity at the same time.
I love holiness and purity. Where the holiness and the purity at?
Well, you need to eat the fish cakes that look very similar to a naruto. The one, the swirly thing in your ramen.
Yeah.
Some of them are shaped like a rising sun.
Okay.
Because they're like
makes
flat
sense.
on one end and round on the other. So it kind of like, it's a sunrise that you're eating a sunrise.
Oh, that's cute, isn't it?
Eating a sunrise. And they're called kamaboko or fish cakes. And sometimes they have like characters on them, like
Oh, that's
Doraemon.
fun. That's nice.
Eat Doraemon for
and they'll keep you safe from
holiness and
evil, you
purity.
reckon? They'll keep you safe from impurities. Awesome.
Probably. Not sure. It's like, not that this isn't based in science, but this is kind of the meaning that
This is
people
heap
attach
science.
to it.
No, it's 100% science. We both went to Harvard.
No.
What's next?
Oh no. Next one, datemaki is a dish originally called sponge cake fish paste.
SpongeBob fish paste.
So this is actually kind of sweetish.
Oh, that's good.
And you know what it will give you?
Special powers?
Intellectual and cultural development and academic success.
Well, this is how we both went to Harvard. You see, this makes perfect ties straight in exactly what I said.
I don't remember any of that Harvard thing, but apparently we do need that academic success.
Well, we all need academic success, They're
also supposed to look like a hanging scroll, so that kind of like it. You think of the datemaki, it looks like a hanging scroll, and a hanging scroll is apparently in academics with lots of success. I don't know.
Well, fair enough. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
And next one, we have kelp rolls, kombu-maki.
Kelp.
Kombu, seaweed.
What's that going to do for me?
Well, it is meaning to be blessed. You will be blessed, and you, as a praise for the offspring.
Oh, good. The little characters.
Maybe like a baby wrapped in a blanket. I'm not sure, but it's. I think like so Hokkaido specialty kelp is known as the ebisume.
Okay, good.
Which
good,
is
good.
all. Is it called? That is linked to ebisusama.
Aha.
And ebisu is like a god of like prosperity. He's one of the 7 gods.
He's a funny character.
So that's more appropriate than what I just said earlier. So forget what I said first. Ebisu.
Wait. What superpower are they going to be? Oh, they kept the kids safe.
For the offspring and just to be blessed.
Little Janine and Chris kept them safe.
How would you like to, next time you go to a wrestling match, how would you like to have a good luck charm for victory?
Oh, that sounds bloody great.
Yes. There's the winning chestnuts. The chestnuts kinton, goody kinton, is apparently derived from the Chinese manju steamed dumpling konton.
Aha!
And later was changed the name, but the bright colors resemble gold medals.
Oh!
Gold nuggets.
Golden nuggets! Golden medal! #1 over that finish line! Give me all your chestnut kinton! I need the help!
Yes. So good luck with money.
Oh, that sounds
It's
great.
supposed to be the thing that you get from that.
Sweet as.
Good
Teach you
luck
not to
with money.
spend it on lolly water and moonshine.
Next one I've never tried is choregi.
Tteokbokki! It sounds very Korean, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Tteokbokki.
it's a boiling underground part of a plant that is soaking in plum vinegar.
Wow.
And it has like 4 different kanjis that all mean the same thing. But yeah, it's there for long, healthy life through working hard.
Well, good. It's but there's an emphasis on hard work, isn't there?
Yes. Next one. How would you like to be rebirthed many times?
I don't know. I don't know if I want that or not.
Many times of rebirth.
I don't know. What's tell me more.
Maybe you also get some longevity with it.
Okay, well, that sounds good.
All right, what would you have to eat for being rebirthed many times? For longevity and for celebration, it's shrimp.
Shrimp, you reckon?
Shrimp.
Explain yourself.
So think of a shrimp.
I'm thinking.
And they usually have a long tail.
Yeah.
So the long tail is supposed to represent longevity.
Oh, all right.
All right, then they have like a curved shape at their waist. It also means in many celebration events, the shrimp's bulging eyes are meditashi. I don't quite get that part, like auspicious.
Okay.
All right. And because they shed their skin many times,
Oh, do
it's
they?
like being
I
rebirthed
see.
many times. So a lot of meaning is like imbued into those dishes.
Is that right? Let me tell you
Yes.
something. I'm scared of shrimp.
I mean, people do call them the roaches of the sea. So.
One of the things turns up on a plate. I'm like, oh, this big freaking eyes, those little feeler things. He's looking at me. Don't eat me. So it looks like no longevity or rebirth for me.
All right.
Because they say as well, it looks kind of like an old man crouching over.
Oh,
so
that's why also they say long life, old man. Yeah. Okay, next one.
Yep.
How would you like
Why would
to have your family to live in harmony? No
That
more
sounds
Christmas dinner fights.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
No more New Year's fights.
Sounds wonderful.
Your family living in harmony.
Ah, yes, that sounds great.
There's a dish for that.
Tell me the dish.
Is the chikuzeni and nishime. So it's like
All right.
a lot of, it literally, for me, it looks just like a stew with different vegetables.
Well, that sounds fun.
So you simmer root vegetables and chicken and oil, and you
good.
simmer it for a very long time.
Good.
You know, it's like the broth, and it's like that's not
sounds
left
appropriate
over.
for
Oh my
winter.
God, I'm getting so hungry right now. But because it has so many large ingredients that are combined in the pot in harmony, it's supposed to symbolize your family living,
that's
being combined
lovely.
in the pot in harmony.
That's lovely. Getting on well with the siblings, with the olds, with the infants. Everyone in harmony.
All right, next one. We're going towards a thing. If you're out there looking for your love in Japan, you might want to eat that because it's good for matchmaking and marriage.
What is it?
Okay, I'm not going to sell this to you, but it is brown. It is cognac, which actually has no flavor.
I love cognac.
Yeah, yes, no
delicious.
flavor. And it's also called devil's tongue.
Devil's tongue?
Yeah, the English, some people call it the devil's tongue.
Why would they call it that? It's delicious.
I don't know. If you combine this, the devil's tongue apparently is good for matchmaking and marriage.
All right. Apparently also you twist it up, yeah?
Yeah, you twist it once, like you can do a hole in it, and then you twist it inside out. So it is like as a knot. You're tying the knot.
Oh, okay. Fair
That even
enough.
works in English language as a translation.
Yeah, but also it also kind of resembles like the reins with which you used to steer the horse, you know? It prepares your mind for battle.
Ooh.
It encourages self-discipline, which I can get behind.
All right, self-discipline. Next one. Festive, just how would you like to eat a festive decoration instead of just seeing one?
Sure, let's roll with it. Why wouldn't I want to?
So red and white namasu.
Namasu!
So it's radish and carrot.
All right.
And maybe a little bit of raw fish was maybe used in the past. But
Oh, that
generally,
sounds
I've
fun.
seen these ones. These ones are apparently easier to make at home.
Okay.
You just slice white radish and like carrot. And it's supposed to resemble like colorful decorations,
Oh, well, that's
light and
lovely.
dark and white and dark. So
That is lovely.
they're easy to make. That one is easier to make. I
Sounds
think
like an
maybe
excellent thing
make
to
that
get.
at home.
I can get behind that.
Yeah. All right. One more thing.
One more thing.
Since you missed out on the longevity because you didn't have shrimp,
I sure
you
did.
get a second chance at longevity.
Thank goodness. Okay. What have I got?
There are the kick a turnips.
I kick a turnip. Well, you see a turnip popping out of the ground, just
Well, it's the
punt him straight into the soccer goal.
chrysanthemum. How do you say this?
Chrysanthemum.
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 Yes.
That flower thingamajig, yeah.
Yeah, so you use those ones, you cut them, they look like pretty flowers.
Yeah.
They're supposed to ward off evil.
Okay, hang on, wait. What is it? But it looks like a chrysanthemum. What is it actually?
It's a kabu, so it's a type of radish.
It's a radish.
So it's a radish that looks like a chrysanthemum.
Aha. All right, I'll eat that and live for a long old time.
Yeah.
It'll ward off evil spirits.
It's supposed to.
And you can enjoy the red and white hues by placing a slice of chili pepper in the center or dyeing part of the turnip red.
Yeah, so osechi, have you ever had osechi?
I believe I have.
Yeah?
I
Osechi.
just avoided the shrimp.
Yeah, good job. I had a lot when I was with my host family, so
That's
we'd
nice.
have the osechi ryori, and it's like a big thing because usually it's like the days of Christmas when you go around and you visit extended family, so people will come over and you will never be unprepared for guests because you have that huge box of different Japanese dishes.
Great.
You can just whack out at any times and go like, bam, there's osechi. And what Japanese people recently will also do, at least that's what happened in my host family when I used to live with them, they ordered some pizza in.
Oh, that's... Pizza.
Yeah.
That seems somewhat left of center from this whole conversation.
I know, but I've seen a lot of people saying, okay, we have usually, people will go around, meet different members of the family. You have the osechi, and if you get tired of that, there's some more in pizza as well.
All right, well, no one's ever going to say no to pizza.
Yeah, so there's always like, the idea is you have food for many people that can stretch with many flavors if people have like likes and dislikes. And works kind of that way.
All right, sounds great.
New Year's season is also the season when lucky bags come out. New Year's season when the parents and the uncles give the younger kids money.
Oh, good.
And all of these things. We've done an entire episode on that before in season 1, so be free to check that one out if you want to go a little bit more into detail on New Year's in Japan.
Have a little look-see.
We wish you all a great new year. It's going to be an amazing year. There's going to be many more fun episodes. And you know what? If you want to start the new year with the right things to start with, some good, not interventions, good
Vibes?
Vibes and good vibes and good
Radish.
prescriptions. No, good.
Turnip.
Wait, what do you do at the start of the year? You have
Mule.
good intentions, good predictions, good solutions.
Oh!
Yeah, solutions.
What's it called? Resolution.
Resolutions, there we go. If you want to start the year with some good New Year's resolutions and you want to get fit for a new year, put down those potato chips and pick up your life. Ladybeard's got you covered now.
Next episode, we're getting into New Year's fitness stuff that you can do with Ladybeard. Ladybeard's going to tell you how Ladybeard stays fit and healthy and all that, and how you can as well. You can shed some of those Christmas and New Year's kilos that I know you've accumulated. So keep yourselves informed next time. Cat with Beard will tell you how to shed that paunch.
Exactly. Get fit with Ladybeard is going to be our next episode. So let's start the new year with a bam.
All right, we'll see you very soon on
Cat with Beard. And a happy new year.
Goodbye.